Sure. Here is a more detailed history of Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart was born on July 24, 1897, in Atchison, Kansas, to parents Amelia, Amy, Otis and Edwin Stanton Earhart. She had one sister, Muriel, and one brother, Alfred. Her father was a lawyer and her mother was active in women's suffrage and other social causes. From a young age, Amelia was interested in adventure and exploration. She collected newspaper articles about successful women in male-dominated fields, such as engineering and law. She also enjoyed playing sports and outdoor activities, and she excelled in school. In 1917, Amelia attended a Red Cross training program in Toronto, Canada, where she learned first aid and nursing skills. She then worked as a nurse's aide in a military hospital in Canada during World War I. After the war ended, she returned to the United States and enrolled in Columbia University to study medicine, but she soon dropped out to pursue other interests. In 1920, Amelia's life changed when she attended an aviation exhibition in Long Beach, California. She took a short flight with pilot Frank Hawks, and after that experience, she knew she wanted to learn how to fly. She worked odd jobs to earn money for flying lessons and eventually saved enough to buy her own plane, a Kinner Airster. Amelia became the 16th woman to earn a pilot's license from the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale, FAI, in 1923. She continued to break barriers by setting records for altitude, speed, and distance in aviation. In 1928, she became the first woman to fly across the Atlantic Ocean, as a passenger on a flight piloted by Wilmer Stultz and Lewis Gordon. This achievement brought her national fame. Inspired by her Atlantic flight, Amelia began planning her own solo flight across the Atlantic. She made her attempt on May 20, 1932, departing from Harbour Grace, Newfoundland, and landing in a cow pasture in Northern Ireland about 14 hours later. She became the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic and received numerous honors and awards for her achievement, including the Distinguished Flying Cross. Amelia continued to set aviation records and promote women's rights and aviation throughout the 1930s. She became a spokesperson for the National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics, NACA, and helped design a line of clothing for female pilots. In 1937, she planned a flight around the world with navigator Fred Noonan, sponsored by Purdue University and other organizations. The flight began on June 1, 1937, and the pair made stops in South America, Africa, India, and Southeast Asia. On July 2, they took off from New Guinea, with their final destination being Howland Island in the Pacific Ocean. However, they never arrived at Howland Island and were declared missing. An extensive search for the pair was launched, but no wreckage or remains were ever found. Amelia Earhart's disappearance remains one of the greatest mysteries in aviation history. Many theories have been proposed about what happened to her, including crash landings, capture by the Japanese, and survival on a deserted island. Despite the mystery surrounding her death, Amelia's life and career continue to inspire people around the world. She was a trailblazer for women in aviation and a symbol of courage and determination.